When someone hurts us, especially when it feels intentional, it can cut deep. It's like a storm that appears out of nowhere, leaving us drenched in confusion and pain. In those moments, it's easy to think, why me? What did I do to deserve this? But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if their actions weren't really about us at all? What if the harm they caused wasn't a reflection of who we are, but of their own struggles and pain? This shift in perspective can be life-changing. It gives us the power to see beyond the hurt and reclaim our peace. I'm Roach, Mark Roach. Welcome to Transcendent, my YouTube channel, where I share my journey around the world through life, crossing the spectrum high and low as most people define them. This channel is all about inspiring common people to find their power. When someone intentionally causes harm, it's natural to feel like their actions are personal. But here's the truth. They're not. People act out of their own wounds. They lash out because they're carrying unresolved pain, confusion, or fear. Their actions are less about you and more about what they're struggling with inside. Imagine someone drowning. They can't help others because they're too busy trying to survive. In the same way, people who are emotionally drowning often project their pain onto others. It's not fair, but it's real. Think about it like this. When someone lashes out at you, they're not seeing you for who you truly are. They're seeing you through a distorted lens of their own insecurities and fears. Their words or actions might feel personal, but they're actually a reflection of their inability to cope with what's going on inside of them. This doesn't excuse their behavior, far from it, but it helps us understand that their harm comes from a place of ignorance or disconnection from themselves. Here's where things get interesting. You don't have to carry the weight of their actions. You don't have to let their negativity define your story. When you realize that their behavior is more about them than about you, you take back your power. You stop letting their pain become your pain. It's like watching a storm pass. The wind howls, the rain pours, but eventually it fades away. The storm doesn't last forever, and neither does the pain caused by others, unless we hold on to it. Real healing begins when we let go of the idea that someone else's actions have the power to define us. The world is full of misunderstandings and misplaced anger. People act out because they're disconnected from themselves and from others. When we engage with that negativity, when we let it wound us, we lose sight of something much bigger, our shared humanity, where we're all connected in ways we can't see. And understanding this can help us respond with empathy instead of anger. This doesn't mean you have to tolerate harmful behavior or let people walk all over you. Boundaries are crucial. They protect your peace and remind others how you deserve to be treated. But boundaries don't have to come from a place of anger or resentment. They can come from a place of self-respect and understanding. When someone tries to hurt you, ask yourself, what does this say about them? Instead of internalizing their negativity, use it as an opportunity for reflection and growth. Maybe their actions reveal where you need to be stronger with your boundaries, or where you've been giving too much away of yourself without receiving enough in return. Forgiveness plays a big role here, not for them, but for yourself. Holding on to anger, resentment, only keeps you tied to the past and gives their actions more power than they deserve. Forgiveness isn't about excusing bad behavior. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional toll of carrying that pain. Think about this. Every time someone tries to hurt you, they're giving you an opportunity to grow stronger. Their negativity doesn't have to break you. It can build you up instead. Each challenge teaches us something new about ourselves, our resilience, our boundaries, our capacity for compassion. When we stop seeing ourselves as victims and start seeing ourselves as creators of our own story, everything changes. We realize that we're not defined by what happens to us, but how we choose to respond. Here's another way to look at it. Life is like a river. Sometimes it flows smoothly. Other times it floods its banks and causes destruction. But no matter what happens, the river keeps moving forward. In the same way, we can keep moving forward, no matter what challenges come our way. The harm others try to inflict on us doesn't have to leave permanent scars. It can become the soil in which our personal growth is nurtured. Instead of letting their actions shrink your sense of self-worth, let them expand your understanding of who you are and what you're capable of. Now, this process isn't easy. It takes time and patience, but it's worth it. Healing isn't linear. There will be moments when old wounds resurface and when progress feels slow, but every step forward is a victory. Remember this. No one else has the power to define your worth unless you let them. Their actions may try to shake you, but they cannot touch the core of who you are unless you give them permission. You are not powerless in these situations. You have a choice in how you respond. You can choose not to internalize their negativity and instead use it as fuel for your growth. The cracks in our hearts, the places where we've been hurt, can become spaces where healing enters and light shines through. These experiences teach us resilience and reveal our inner strength. When someone intentionally harms us, it's easy to feel like life is conspiring against us. What if those moments were actually opportunities for transformation? What if every challenge was a chance to rebuild ourselves stronger than before? The damage others try to inflict on us doesn't have to lead to despair or defeat. It can lead to empowerment instead. We are more resilient than we realize. What others may attempt to break within us can be rebuilt better than before. So let me leave you with this thought. No matter what anyone says or does, your worth remains intact, unshakable, and unbreakable. Here's a quick summary. 1, when people harm us intentionally, it often reflects their own inner struggles rather than our worth. 2, their actions are projections of unresolved pain or insecurities within themselves. You don't have to carry the weight of their negativity. Choose not to internalize it. 4, boundaries protect your peace and help define how others should treat you. Forgiveness frees you from emotional burdens. It's not about excusing bad behavior. 6, challenges can teach us resilience and help us grow stronger emotionally. 7, your worth is not defined by how others treat you, by how you choose to respond. 8, life's difficulties offer opportunities for transformation if approached with self-awareness. Healing takes time. Be patient with yourself as you navigate emotional recovery. And 10, you have the power within yourself to rise above negativity and reclaim your peace. I'm Mark Roach, wishing you all the best.